Hello, Chair.
Hello.
Hi, we do have a quorum if you'd like to begin the meeting.
All right, great. I was just about to ask.
Great,
Good
thanks.
morning. Good afternoon, members of the Active Transportation Committee. This meeting is now called to order. Please state your name when making a comment or asking a question. We will now begin with the meeting with roll call of all members.
Thank you, Chair. I'll begin roll call in order of member agency. Kelsey Chatnick.
Here.
Thank you. Elaine Mariol.
Here.
Thank you. Tiffany Halperin. Ward Stanford. Anissa Gerard. I thought she was here, but perhaps you're muted. I'll come back.
Okay, this is Ward Stanford.
Ward?
Mine was muted every time I tried to say it
Okay.
here.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, Anissa Gerard.
Here.
Thank you. Hezekiah Rocha.
Here.
Thank you. Earl Ratledge.
Here.
Jose Macias.
Present.
Allison Feliz. Justin Weldy.
Present.
Thank you. Stephanie Bubenheim.
Here.
Thank you. Vice Chair Patrick Sage.
Here.
Wayne Smith. Randy Proch.
Hi, Kay, I'm here.
Thank you. And Greg McDowell, proxy for Reed Kempton.
I'm here.
Thank you. Garrett Topham.
Here.
Amy Rebinar.
Here.
Thank you. John Beltran.
Here.
Thank you. Tara Harmon.
Present.
Les Johnson. Susan Conclu.
Here.
Thank you. Stephen Chang.
Here.
Chase Wallman.
Here.
Marty Zeik.
Present.
Thank you. Grant Anderson.
Here.
Thank you. And Chair Brown.
Here.
Thank you. Is there anyone that I missed? Okay, thank you, Chair. We do have a quorum.
All right, thank you, Kay. Our next item is call to the audience. MAG provides the opportunity for the public to comment on items that fall under MAG's jurisdiction that are not on the agenda, informational items, or items on the agenda for discussion and not for action. Members of the public are invited to submit written comments via the MAG website. Any comments received 2 hours prior to the meeting have been shared with committee members in advance of the meeting for consideration and will be included in the formal meeting minutes. Staff, have we received any online written comments for the call to the audience?
Thank you, Chair. Members of the Active Transportation Committee, we did not receive any comments for call to the audience or any other item on the agenda for today.
Great, thank you, Kay. This item is on the agenda. The next item is on the agenda for information and will be presented by Kay Bork, MAG Transportation Planning Project Manager.
Thank you, Chair. Members of the Active Transportation Committee, I just have a short staff report. First, I'd like to welcome 2 new members to the Active Transportation Committee, who you actually already know. John Beltran, he's Associate Traffic Engineer representing the City of Peoria, and he has been serving as proxy for several meetings for Brandon Forey. We have Randy Proch, City Planning Director, who is representing the City of Litchfield Park. Just a couple other items. In July, MAG released an RFP for the MAG Regional Active Transportation Plan. The proposals are due on August 28th, and we anticipate selecting a consultant in September with a project start time somewhere in the beginning of 2025. And MAG will also be releasing a second RFP the first week of September. And this is for the Rio Reimagined Active Transportation Plan. And this project also has an anticipated start time at the beginning of 2025. And that concludes my staff report.
Great, thank you, Kay, and welcome, John, and welcome back, Randy. It's good to have you both back on the committee. So that takes us to item number 4. Our next item is approval of the meeting minutes. Do any members of the committee have questions? All right. Hearing none, prior to the approval of the meeting minutes, there is an opportunity for members of the public to comment. Staff, have we received any online written comments for this item?
Thank you, Chair. Members of the Active Transportation Committee, we did not receive any comments for this agenda item.
All right, thank you, Kay. Is there a motion to approve agenda item number 4?
Madam Chair, Anderson, Youngtown, so make a motion. Or I so move. Whatever.
Thank-
Justin Weldy, Town of Fountain Hills, second.
All right, we have a motion from member Anderson and a second from member Weldy. So we will have those participating in the meeting take part in a voice vote by turning on their cameras and unmuting their audio. We need to see the faces of everyone to participate in the voice vote. For those who cannot or do not want to turn on their cameras, staff will conduct a roll call vote, and staff will only call on those virtual participants who did not turn on their camera. Members, please leave your cameras on until after the roll call vote so that staff can count the people's names whose cameras are not on. Can I hear a voice vote? Those in favor say aye.
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 All right, and those opposed say nay. Great. Sounds like there are no objections. Please leave your cameras on. Staff, can you take a roll call of the members who did not turn on their camera?
Thank you, Chair. I'll take a roll call, and that includes, actually, I believe one second. Okay, roll call. That would include Stephen Chang. How do you vote?
Aye.
Aye, thank you.
Aye.
Thank you. And Susan Conklu.
Yes.
And I believe I have everyone, but if I missed you, please let me know.
Okay, I'll abstain just since I wasn't here last month.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna abstain too, but we
Okay.
didn't get that out.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. Thank you, Chair. The motion passes.
All right, great. Thank you, Kay. That takes us to agenda item number 5, special joint meeting minutes. Do any members of the committee have questions? All right. Prior to the approval of the meeting minutes, there is an opportunity for members of the public to comment. Kay, have we received any online comments for this item?
Thank you, Chair. Members of the Active Transportation Committee, we did not receive any comments for this agenda item.
Great. Thank you. Is there a motion to approve agenda item number 5?
I so move. Chair, this is Zacchaeus with Chandler.
Great, thank you. Is there a second?
Marty Zeke-Billy, Metro, I'll second it.
All right, thank you. So we have a motion from member Rocha and a second from member Zeke. We will have those participating in the meeting take part in a voice vote by turning on their cameras and unmuting their audio. Please leave your cameras on until after the roll call, just like last time, so that staff can count the people's names whose cameras are on. Can I hear a voice vote? Those in favor say aye.
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 And those opposed say nay. All right, thank you. Members, please leave your cameras on. And Kay, can you take a roll call of the members who did not turn on their cameras?
Thank you, Chair. Stephen Chang, how do you vote?
Aye.
Thank you. Susan Conklu, how do you vote?
Aye.
And Elaine Mariel, I see you had your hand up.
Abstain, thanks.
Okay, thank you so much. Chair, the motion passes.
All right, great. Thank you all so much.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
I'll abstain as well.
And Randy, you're also abstaining. Okay, thank you. Sorry for
Thank
that.
you.
Thank you, Chair. The motion does pass.
Okay, thank you. All right, that takes us to item number 6, the fiscal year 2025 MAG Design Assistance Prioritized Project Ranking. Item number 6 on the agenda will be presented by Kate Bork, MAG Transportation Planning Project Manager, and this item is on the agenda for action.
Okay, thank you, Chair, members of the Active Transportation Committee. Today I am presenting the MAG Fiscal Year 2025 Design Assistance Project Priority Ranking results. The MAG Active Transportation Design Assistance Program has $500,000 in federal funding available for projects with no local match requirements. MAG issued the call for projects on June the 3rd, and the Active Transportation Committee finalized its scoring on August the 6th. We received 8 applications in total. Total requests and funds was $946,000 generally. The table here presents the results of the scoring and funding results. It looks based on the applications submitted and funding availability, the 5 projects were funded in total, with 1 project receiving partial funding, and that's the project number 6, Gilbert Loop 202 Multi-Use Path Project. This item is on the agenda for committee action to recommend approval of the priority ranking. And that concludes my presentation. Happy to take any questions.
Great. Thank you, Kay. Do any members have questions or comments? Well, I guess my comment is everyone did a great job. There's some really great applications this year, and I enjoyed reading about all of the cool things that everyone's doing.
And Chair, I'd also like to add that I really appreciate everyone taking the time to score each project. It's very important and much appreciated.
Share.
All right, thank you. And are there any more comments or questions? Right, hearing none, is there a motion to approve agenda item number 6?
Chair Brown, this is Patrick Sage, City of Glendale. I'll make the motion to approve.
Thank you, Chair, or thank you, Vice Chair. Is there a second?
Ward Stafford with City of Avondale. I'll second the motion.
Great, thank you. So we have a motion from Chair Sage and a second from Chair Stanford. We will have those participating in the meeting take part in a voice vote by turning on their cameras and unmuting their audio. We need to see the faces of everyone to participate in the voice vote. For those who cannot or do not want to turn on their cameras, staff will conduct a roll call vote. Staff will only call on those virtual participants who did not turn on their camera. Members, please leave your cameras on until after the roll call vote so that staff can count the people's names whose cameras are not on. Can I hear a voice vote? Those in favor say aye.
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 And those opposed say nay. Right. So please leave your cameras on, and Kay, can you take a roll call of the members who did not turn on their camera?
Thank you, Chair. Elaine Mariel.
Abstain, thanks.
Thank you. And Stephen Chang.
Aye.
Thank you. And Susan Conklu.
Aye.
Thank you. Chair, the motion passes.
All right, thank you. So that brings us to agenda item number 7, requests for future agenda items. Are there any requests from the membership for an item on a future agenda? Member Ratledge.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Chair. I'm interested in the CU Arizona program, and I'm wondering if we could have a presentation on what they've done in the program and then how they're measuring the outcome of that.
I think that's a great request. Kay, are you able to make that request? Would it be Margaret or someone on her team?
Yes, I can make that request here. Yeah, I'll speak with Margaret and her team.
Okay, thank you. And Member Proch.
Hi, Chair. You and I had a interesting offline conversation about the role of golf carts or motorized vehicles and how they compare to some of the electric bicycles or electric trikes that are similar in size and scope and the use of them on multi-use paths. I don't know if any of the other member agencies have found a solution to that, but I think that's worth conversation amongst the agencies to determine how we're starting to separate these blurry lines.
Yeah, absolutely. That is, I think, still an interesting and challenging question. And I know that Phoenix has not found the answers that you were looking for since that last conversation.
That represented a different municipality whose
Yeah.
priorities are different than this one, Ms. Chair. And I'm sure Stephen Chang would like to tell everyone the history behind the golf cart lanes in Surprise if he wants to, have those sorts of flashbacks again.
Yeah, I can recap that when we discuss this issue, but it was not a pleasant experience for city staff. But I can discuss this more when we talk about the subject.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Are there any other municipalities on the call that have interesting challenges around golf carts where they want to volunteer themselves for future discussion? All right. Well, Kay and I can talk about having this on the future agenda. Right. I don't see any more raised hands, which brings us to agenda item 8, comments from the committee. Are there any comments or announcements from committee members? All right, hearing none, the meeting is adjourned. So the next meeting of the Active Transportation Committee will be for the joint meeting of the Active Transportation and Transit Committees on Tuesday, September 17th, 2024 at 1 p.m. With no further business, today's meeting is adjourned.
Chair, before you leave, actually, that's a typo and that is my fault. It's just the regular meeting in September.